We are live with a small session or something like that. You guys are gonna do some downtime stuff, and we're gonna experiment with some stream overlay stuff. What do you guys? Are you guys looking? Let me know. Oh, thank you.
I think it looks. I mean, I don't see anything on the combat tracker side right now, just because there's nothing there. But I think it looks okay.
Yeah, let's quickly just test how it looks on stream when I put you guys in combat. I think it should be okay. I mean, it's not pretty, but I think it's better to see like the rolls and stuff. Let me just add in some random, so that gets more people in the combat. Add some random tokens in. We'll add in that. We'll add in that. Just a bunch of stuff. Okay, put you all in combat. Yeah, like the top person gets kind of blocked, I guess. But I mean, and then let's just say you all roll for combat. Oh. Roll all. Let's just see how it looks when you're all in. Oh, it's blocking the... what position you're in.
Yeah, and is it like that important to see the specific numbers? If people can still see like.
True, like who's up when. Yeah.
Yeah, like you can still see like who's going next. I don't think you need to see like the exact numbers. Like, you still get the general idea.
Yeah, I'll leave it like that. Now the question is, does it update when I like have it in the background? So let's see if I go like that, and then let's just say it's this person's turn, and then I say wait, begin combat. Okay, yeah, it's not updating unless I have it. I don't know how you would tell if it's updating. Let me see. Yeah, it doesn't. I gotta keep it in the foreground.
Which I actually like move people's positions.
Yeah.
But I mean, while we're in combat, would you not have it in the foreground, or?
No, because I like the GM. I have my own GM one. This is just like the camera's view of it.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I wonder if there's a way to say like keep it updated even though it's not in the foreground. I don't think there is. Properties? No. I guess I could just keep it in the foreground by doing this and then doing that and then doing this. Like so. Okay. Yeah. I mean, I'll have to fix it for the other games, but I think that's what I'll do going forward. Keep it like that.
Might be what I do. Either let me know when I can start, like,
Yeah, let's
the
get into it. What are we doing?
Whitney is getting a upgraded headband. It takes 3 days.
Okay.
I am gonna upgrade my armor and my cloak of resistance from +1 to +2. So that will take in total also 3 days.
Okay, so a total 6 days so far.
And I'm now down to a 100 plat. It's just expensive.
Remind me how much I need to give you for the headband.
Just remove 2,700.
Like, where's my inventory tab? Okay, so 2,270 platinum. Okay. to try to find some spells.
Is this about? Oh.
What spells are you looking for?
I have 4 spells I'm looking for.
Uh-huh.
I'm trying to find low-level ones, 2 level 2 spells, which are Ashen Path and Fog Cloud. That's Conjuration and Transmutation. And then 2 high-level spells, both level 4, will be Dragon's Breath and Secure Shelter, which are Evocation and Conjuration. Preferably want to try to go to... I mean, I don't know, like, theoretically, what would you expect the highest level wizard in the academy to be? Because these are supposed to be, like, lower level people, right? Because they're, like, training.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I don't know where you would, like, expect to go to try to find, like, higher level wizards. But I think that's, like, my goal is to try to actually find, like, higher level people to maybe do, like, trades with or something before I go and outright search out purchasing them.
Do you auto learn these or?
I have to remember how you do this. So level 4 DC is it? I forget what the DC is to.
Doesn't it say maybe? Because it's spellcraft, right? Uh, 15 plus spell level. To learn a spell from a spellbook or scroll.
Okay, I couldn't remember if it was like 15 plus double the spell level or just 15 plus spell level.
No, it just says it. And we all agreed on you can take 10 on them.
Oh yeah, with take 10, yes, I auto learn. I need to roll what it would be for level 4 spell, I would need a 19. Even if I just straight up rolled spellcraft without that, my minimum roll is a 17. So with take 10, I'm like at a 26.
Okay.
27.
Also, during those 6 days, John, when I'm done smithing, I would go to the lab and find out where I might find, the stuff that I need for the dragon effigy.
Yes, I'm just fixing something real quick.
Yep.
I actually downloaded the new module to activate the buttons again so they work, but...
What buttons?
The things
Assuming means like the characters, journals, maps, those buttons.
Yeah.
The ones only I used, apparently.
Yeah, literally no one else was really using them.
I like the button.
So, what was the other high level one you wanted? Dragon's Breath, and what was the other one?
Secure Shelter.
Okay, yeah, that one you can get. Dragon's Breath is going to be a little more difficult. No one really has that spell.
What, not even the Evocationist? What would be...
The Evocation Professor does not have this spell. It's a random spell. Dragon's Breath. And the component of Dragon Scale is going to be pretty hard to come by these days. Why did you even want this spell? Doesn't seem that great, but...
I mean, I don't have to get it if it's going to be that difficult to get. I just thought it thematically might scare the giants a little bit if, like, someone's using a spell that's, like, reminiscent of, like, the thing that, like, actually they feared the most.
True.
So it wasn't, like, the best evocation spell in the world. It was just a little bit RP thematic, but...
Yeah, I mean, it's not
thinking
like it's like
put out a fog
10
cloud, they can't.
session quest. It'll probably be like an hour of your in-game time to obtain this spell,
Okay.
if you so want it.
I mean, I guess it would depend on what I have to do, but potentially.
But they also can like, you can have the spell, but where the hell are you gonna get skills from?
As I said, you have to go on a little quest for it. The other spells you said you can deduct the cost for copying from a spell book if you're willing to trade some of your spells. And I don't think you care about which ones you trade or whatever. So
No.
people will just exchange spells, whatever you have in your spell book. And yeah, you can use the cost for just copying from another spell book to add those in.
I forget, it's the bards that can learn from everybody?
Bards, they're spontaneous. They don't learn anything.
Is there a wizard that can learn from bards? Technically?
But bards don't have spell books, so they wouldn't be able to learn from them.
Yeah, but there's something like I feel like we talked about at one point where it's like you could technically try and learn spells from like a wizard.
I think an alchemist can learn from a wizard, but a wizard can't learn from an alchemist, something like that. But I don't know why we were talking about alchemists, but
I don't really know what's about alchemists. Okay. Yeah, when over those 6 days, I'll do research in the library, John.
So what do you mean, like you're crafting and then go to the library in the evening or something?
Yeah, basically like Gorg would wake up, grab a quick bite, smith, and then go to the library.
Okay.
And then sleep, rinse, repeat.
And this is what you're trying to learn, where to obtain the effigy for your item creation?
Well, not the effigy, but dragon bones, because that's what you told me I would need.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's what you're making the effigy out of, right?
Yes, so basically to make it, you said I need dragon bone.
Yeah, so this is kind of a dual purpose, I guess, if you're wanting to seek dragon scales as well. Let's look at the map.
Don't say Dragon's Peak.
Yes, that is exactly where you would find dragon things. So yeah, over the 6 days you can find out that what you need should be in Dragon's Peak. Specifically, the tallest mountain is where dragons used to call home. So if you go there, you should find bones, scales, whatever you need.
So,
But as
go to the
indicated,
very-
there's probably infested with giants and stuff, so
Yeah.
you
That's
can
like-
try and go stealthily and scout it out and figure it out, but I'll leave that up to you guys. I'm not going to baby you. You're high-level characters, you can figure it out.
I just like the idea. It's like, I'm making this out to prep us to go into a dangerous place filled with giants in the Ice Crown Mountains. But first, you need to go to a place with a lot of dangers and giants.
Yeah, but you're not trying to fight them at this point, you're just trying to evade, which is a lot easier than just steamrolling them through.
But then,
I mean, you're not very stealthy, though, are you?
yeah, no. I would need to be in this, basically. That's the only way I get past that. Now I need to remember, invisibility is 10 minutes per level?
I think it's minutes per level,
It's an extra minute, so...
if I remember correctly. Invisibility.
well.
I mean, I have the ability to do a lot of invisibilities. Like, I can prepare 5, and then I have my Wayfinder that allows me to use invisibility, so...
Yeah, but if it's still only like minutes per level, it's like we might as well just get into a situation which is like it's in off because of travel time and stuff.
Yeah, probably really nice if I could teleport already.
I mean, you would still need to know the place, right? So, but yeah,
Yeah, but I mean, I could use scrying to like. Guess you have to scry on a particular
I mean, we know, like,
creature.
the whole location or something. Well, no, that's
No.
distance, I guess.
Yeah, unfortunately, you can't scry locations in Pathfinder.
Yeah, you can only use clairaudience, clairvoyance, but that has a range limit. You have to be kind of close to it.
Yeah, and the highest peak, so, yeah. Yeah.
I can also make us fly, so I mean, there's that. So what are we talking, like?
My worry is, like, it's the tallest peak, right? We don't know what kind of giants we might find along the way. It could be from Ubecla giants to cloud giants.
True.
And if a cloud giant appears, at this point, I will just lay down and say, take me. Because running ain't gonna happen.
What would my check need to be to cast a scroll of teleportation? I want to figure this out. So
I think it's pretty easy if it's just one above.
yeah, I think it is just one above me. Because I want to say teleportation.
It's based on spellcraft, right?
It's
think
a
it's caster
caster level
level.
check.
No.
Teleport, yeah, it is a 5th level spell, so I can cast 4th levels. So I believe it's a caster level check of
Scrolls
something-
caster level +1.
yeah. So what? So Scrolls caster level would need to be 9, because at level 9 is when you first get 5th level spells. So a caster level check of 10, and my minimum caster level check right now is a +7. So as long as I roll a 3, I
Is it
succeed.
not maybe 10, like 5 or 10 plus caster level?
No.
Just sounds way too easy, but maybe it's
Well, it's
just-
meant to be kind of easy because it's something that like is on your spells.
Yeah, okay. I don't know why, that's just part of it. Feels like there's more to the DC.
Well, I mean, if you fail, there's mishap potential, but it's a DC
Wait, what is
5
this?
wisdom check to avoid a mishap. And the mishaps aren't, like, so, I mean, some of them are kind of bad, but...
Yeah, so it's like, I find it weird, but it's so low. Because, like, legit, if one more level, she can't fail.
Well, yeah, because one more level, she could cast it.
No,
Or
Oh,
two.
no, 2 more levels.
8.
Yeah, that's why it's +1 or whatever, right?
Makes it so there is a small chance of failure, but it's only one, spell level higher than you.
He's what, 10 then?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so if we think about this, so then I would need knowledge of the highest peak of Dragon's Peak. Is that something I am able to find, like, in the library or books, or someone who's seen it share memory with me?
That's a little...
Yeah, that's very specific.
Let me just look up teleport and the different stages of knowing the thing. Very familiar, studied carefully, seen casually. I would give you seen casually based on, like, studying, like, depictions of it. There's no one who's going to be able to share memory of it. Well,
Yeah.
I guess the Queen of Geffen could share memory with
But
you, but...
will the Queen of Geffen share memory with some 7th
That
level
one we
wizard?
don't have a contact with, sadly. We have a contact with the other queen.
Yeah, I would say, like, out of game it would be easy to do that, but then in character, like, it just feels cheap to say, like, yeah, the Queen helps some
I'm like,
random
theoret-
people.
yeah, like
no.
theoretically, is this something the Queen would actually like spend
No.
her time on? Probably not. Like,
No.
Not at least without, like, us having a personal connection and maybe ask them for favor as well.
I mean, that at least gives us, 1 to 88 were on
don't
target.
die?
Well,
No, teleport's
even
less
above that,
forgiving
yeah.
in, or more
It's one-
forgiving in
it-
Pathfinder.
So you roll a d100. If I hit between a 1 to an 88, we're on target. If we go 89 to 94, we're off target, but that usually is just like a mile away or something.
That very
could be
depends if that mile is in the air.
Yeah,
No,
that could.
it specifically says that you appear safely a random distance away.
Okay, fair enough.
So yeah, it's a lot nicer than 2e teleport.
Then I have a question. Is
So
safely
the
still
only-
being next to a giant?
Safely means you don't die from the teleport, not like
Okay.
you're like around like in a giant camp or something.
But I mean, my theory here would be I precast invisibility and flying on both of us. We teleport, and then we're there, and then we can kind of perceive our area. If we're in like imminent threat, we can hopefully fly up into the air and be away from imminent
Then the
threat. We'll
question
also
comes
be in
into
Viz.
what is the cost of getting 2 teleport scrolls?
We don't need 2. We just need 1.
How are you getting back?
Oh, with
Okay,
teleport
getting
back.
back
True.
out.
Yeah. That is true. So cost of a 5th level scroll.
$1,125
Each.
each. Yeah. You can
So
probably get it
2.
cheaper because you're in Geffen. I'll say 1k each, so 2k there and back.
I'm guessing there's no there's no Adventure Guild discount, yes?
No, the discount I'm giving is because you're in like the magical city, and these would be easily to get, like a 5th level scroll.
2,000. We do have that fund in the guild party.
I mean, this is stuff we're trying to get to benefit the group as a whole, so...
No. Are there... Oh god. What knowledge check would it be to look into different kind of giant scum?
Well, if you're not in a rush, you don't need to roll a check because you have the library. You just what giants you want to look into.
Are there any giants that can see invisibility?
I don't know that off the top of my head. Let's check.
I feel like that would be like a random variant of a giant, but that's
Yeah, I
also
think-
why we have flying, so let's hope that they don't have the ability to see invis and either fly or have a ranged weapon to attack us in the air. I mean, and if they do, then we just fucking fly far enough away that we can regroup and teleport out.
It is just good to know, just like, okay, can they, like, all of a sudden, that can,
I mean,
like,
I think theoretically there is probably some type of giant that
Totally.
has some spell-like abilities that might include see invisibility, but I feel like that's going to be a hard thing to know because that's saying like you need to know like every variant of every type of giant,
yeah, which
right?
like, it wouldn't be variant, more just like all their like giants, but like, oh yes, these can, like,
There might be, but it
All
seems
the
like it's
time.
very rare. I'm looking just at a bunch of high-level giants, and none of them have true sight.
okay, so it's a rare thing. It can be, but if so,
Yeah.
extremely rare.
I don't even know
That's
if it can be. I haven't found a giant that does
Yeah,
have it.
like, I wasn't looking
Yeah.
for like a concluding question, just like, yeah, that's a chance, but like, yeah, but it's like very, like 1 in 100.
I think
so
you
it's
should
like,
always assume that there's always a chance of something.
Yeah.
But, you know, in this case, the chance would be very low, like maybe
Yeah.
1% or
I
less
just want to
type
kind
low.
of know the chance, like, yeah, like 80% of them. It's like, oh, okay, cool. Whereas like,
Yeah,
maybe,
it seems
1
like
out of 100.
I think giants may not even have a chance to, but I mean there could be a wizard giant that can cast it or something, but naturally I don't think any of them
Like,
have
naturally,
natural
okay, cool, fair enough.
true sight.
Okay.
I mean, YOLO?
Well, yeah, this goes great. We're rolling new characters today, Whitney. Well, at least I am.
Yeah, I mean, I think we preemptively, we just invis both of ourselves.
I
We
think
have
you
flying
want
on.
my armor with me that makes a lot of noise.
I mean, I don't think our plan should be to fight
Yeah.
anything. I think this should be a purely scouting mission. We should aim to try to be able to find something that doesn't involve us having to fight anything, because
Yeah,
I think it's just risky for us to try to
we're
fight
lucky
anything
we
up
can
here.
find bones within the time we have. Okay.
Yeah, I would say biggest thing is you just need to make sure you stay very close to me, because like if it's taking
I
us a long
can't see
time,
you, woman. You're invisible.
I can give you see and biz too.
Okay. Well, then okay, everything's out. Okay. Then...
I'm pretty sure I can do that. Hold on, let me just make sure. But I'm pretty sure I have see invisibility as well.
Yeah. I am leaving
what
my
spell
armor at
level it
home,
is.
John.
Where is see invisibility? I thought it was level 1. Maybe it's level 2. Do I? Oh yeah, see invisibility is level 2. Why did this stop working?
I'll get a shovel though. You know, in case we need to dig stuff.
How
I have a
long?
knife.
Okay, cool. See invisibility lasts a lot longer, so
Yeah,
it's
it
10
is
minutes
like,
per
see,
level.
Oh, I can thought it was hours.
See invis is only 10 minutes per level.
Huh.
But that's okay. So I can prepare 2 of those. And then I'll prepare all the rest of my 5th or 2nd level spells as invis.
I'm at least I have the things if I need to dig for the bones. I have a shovel and I have a pickaxe. Yeah, again, John, I'm leaving my armor back in the house. And I'll basically put a note on it. In case I don't come back, sell it for fun. But yeah, also like together with the blown cleaver. The rest I'm taking with.
That's lame.
Alright.
Wizards don't get the ability to cast silence. The fuck?
Yeah, it's a cleric thing, I think.
It's anti-paladin, bard, cleric, inquisitor, mesmerist, psychic. Can you cast silence?
He's a cleric. He has access to cleric. Yeah.
Yes, I can.
Prepare a silence so that, like, if we need to make a lot of noise digging or something, you can just silence the area first, and then we're less likely to attract something by the sounds of us, like, digging if we have to do something like that.
Yeah, it is verbal as well, but yeah.
Just checking out what other spells I might want prepared for this shenanigans. Alright, any 3rd level spells particularly good for this? Oh yeah, we need flies. We need 2 of those. Technically, I can use my thing to prepare these at slightly higher levels too, to give us more time on them. Up my caster level on them. Okay, I could prepare one more 3rd level spell. I guess. Fourth level. Yeah, we could have greater invis as just like an oh shit button.
I'll have 2 silence with me.
Okay, cool. Anything level 1 that's gonna be super helpful. Not really. Okay, so I mean, I think our plan, we throw on C and Viz, Invis, and fly, and then we can teleport in. And then we have the course of like about a half an hour, I think, to try to find what we need. I think that's about as the max I can realistically do for us in invisibilities.
Okay.
Because I have 3 invis spells prepared that I can use all 3 on him. And then I think for me, I use my Vanishing Wayfinder. Which essentially isn't quite as good. It only gives me actually 5 minutes. Oh wait, I can only do 5 minutes per day with my Vanishing Wayfinder. Okay, I thought there was multiple charges of it.
There's a part of me that's wondering if we should get another... Well, okay, so here's the thing. If she fails the casting of the scroll, what happens?
Well, so that's what I was saying. So I would have to roll like a 1 or a 2 to fail. Like, do you mean fail the scroll or fail the teleport?
Fail to cast the scroll.
So if I fail to cast the scroll, then I have to make a wisdom check, or like, and it's DC 5. Or like bad shit happens. So below like a DC 5, there is like a chance like I take damage, or the scroll doesn't work, or the scroll is gone and ruined. Anything above a 5 and you're fine, and essentially you can try again.
Okay, so the scroll doesn't fizzle as long as you don't fail the wisdom thing.
Yeah, it only potentially fizzles if I also failed the wisdom check, which is a DC 5, so.
And I don't know how hard that is for you.
I mean, I don't have a modifier to wisdom, so it's just roll a 5.
Chance.
Yeah,
Okay.
so, just roll a 5. Just don't roll below a 5, But that's like, I have to do really bad on my caster level check, and then also really bad on my wisdom check, so it's...
You know what? I'm
plausible,
fine if this
but...
is how I... If this is how I die, I'm fine.
I mean, sometimes you just gotta take risks, right?
Okay.
Take risks, get messy.
7th day done. I guess we're going away.
Alright, you guys got everything you need for the journey already?
Oh, we need also... I need to learn a spell real fast during this time.
Okay.
You have 6 days.
Yeah, so let me find this in my inventory. I need to learn Endure Elements,
Okay.
which I was given a scroll of. Because we're probably going to need that up there too.
Yeah, I just realized like it's probably cold up at the highest peak, isn't it?
Yep. Which means I need to look at what spell level this was to see. Hopefully it's a first level. It is a first level. Nice. And it lasts 24 hours. So we just need 2 of these prepared. Okay.
And you're updating your spellbook pages used and all that? You still have 1 spellbook?
I'm at 2 spellbooks now.
And you carry both of those with you at all times?
Yeah. They're both in waterproof bags, if that makes a difference to you.
They might, eventually.
Let me know if you ever need a bag of holding to put your things in.
I mean, eventually that would probably be a good idea.
So where exactly are you wanting to teleport? Just anywhere at the tallest peak, basically?
Yeah, I mean, I guess like if anything in our small bit of research like gave a idea of a general part of the peak, like northern peak or southern peak or something that like had more dragons, we would aim for that. But if we have no knowledge of like where the dragons spent more of their time, I think we're just aiming for the tallest peak of Dragon's Peak and hoping for the best.
At least in Altaca was they would reside at the tallest.
Yeah.
And before they sit on old back in the light.
I am just getting some assets ready here. Is there anything else you guys have to do?
I love you, mother. Please, Mr. Asian Dragon, be kind. I'm not here to kill you. I just.
We've got this, okay? Just think stealthy. I'll
Right,
start
you
throwing
can't
up.
see me if I stand still.
Okay, so first thing I would cast, just throwing these out there, so I also get them out of my spells, so I know what I have available, is we put in Endure Elements on both of us.
Okay.
That lasts 24 hours.
That get thrown into like actual nitrogen.
And then I'm gonna cast see invisibility next on both of us, so that we can see each other.
Okay.
It also lasts minutes.
10 minutes per level, yeah. So this one is gonna be giving us like 70 minutes. So I don't need to up these because we will not have invisibility that will go longer past these. So then the next is doing 2 invisibilities, 1 on each of us, and I am using my whatever stuff to up the.
You would have to fly first. Isn't there something with like if you cast a spell while invis, it goes away?
True, yeah. So let's cast fly first.
Actually, yeah. And when you then teleport, you're gonna lose invis on yourself.
I guess I'll do a greater invis on myself then, for right when we teleport in, and I'll just know that I have to then get a normal invis cast on myself, or I can use my item. I'll just use my item after that.
Does
So I
this
think
do anything for your math now, with how long we can be there?
no, I think it's still fine. So, okay, so we have the See Invis, we have the Endure Elements, so next we cast 2 flies. These I think I might up the DC on these. I just need to see if these are a minute per level. Yeah, so I'm gonna up the DC or the caster level on these.
Get an extra minute. And how do you
I
do
think it
that
ups
again?
by-
You
I think
use
it ups by
Arcane Pool,
2.
right? Okay.
Yeah. So we go features. This needs to be back at full. My arcane reservoir. So potent magic. It's going to up the caster level by 2. So it'll put me at a caster level 9. So we'll be getting 9 minutes.
And you have enough
on this.
Arcane Pool to do all that, right?
Yeah. So I have 10 points.
Gotcha.
So I'll drop it down to 8 now. So I have 8 left. So that's fly on both of us. And then we'll do Invis on Christian. Using arcane.
Wait.
Well, your camera just went off.
Whoa.
No, I'm invisible.
Oh, I was like, what? Okay, upping. I'm going to use one thing to up that, so he gets 10 minutes.
You mean 9?
9 minutes, yeah. Sorry, I'm like doing so much at once. My brain is turning into mush.
Well, I'm here.
Okay, and then we
Great
do
invis.
greater invis on myself, which will only be rounds per level. So my goal is shortly after we get in there, I will have essentially like 6 rounds to get to a safe place to where I feel confident casting invisibility on myself. Or I'm gonna use my my wayfinder for this invisibility. So within 6 rounds, I need to use my wayfinder. But that's going to be my plan right away, unless there is something like imminent threat to us. So greater invis on myself, so that I am invis and can cast teleport. And then we cast a scroll. So here goes caster level check. We need a 10. We're good. 17.
D100.
And then I need to roll a D100, see what happens to us. Let's hope for between a 1 and... We want 1 and 85. 1 and 88 for seeing casually.
Okay.
We are good.
Ooh, very nice.
I'm scared.
I'm fucking nervous. And I don't like the music John put on.
For some reason, my music is not playing for me.
It's working for me.
Same.
It's spooky.
I feel like I'm fucking playing Doom.
Ah!
Let me just try to reload it for me, 'cause it's not playing. I don't know why some tracks are just not...
It's funny it doesn't work for you, but it works for us.
Yeah, it's really weird. Sorry, I just want to make sure it's on the stream too. Okay, that song's working. Why isn't this one working?
That sounds happy. Back to Doom.
Play the song, motherfucker.
You're just not allowed to listen to this epic track. That's actually a pretty good song for this.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to play it. There we go. I have to just re-add it for some reason.
For a second, I was doubled up on each other, and I was
Yeah.
whoa.
Okay, done.
I didn't expect you guys to go here without a full party, but you know.
You're not gonna be for long.
Hopefully.
Hopefully. So you teleport successfully and are on a high peak, and I just want to double check you have all your spells done. You're invisible, you have the ability to fly, you guys can see each other, and you are immune to the elements up to a certain point, which I think is almost impossible to hit these negative 50 Fahrenheit. Yeah, it's insane. It's not that cold up here.
Unless we decide to fucking deep dive into the water.
So yeah, you both are on just this ledge. Maybe it's about 8 feet out, and then it's like a path. So you're on the edge of the mountain, and it's just snowy, and you can go left or right, but you're basically on a ledge, and you're you look up, you're near the peak. I'm assuming that's where you wanted to be, right? I don't know.
Yeah.
So yeah, you can see the top of the peak. It's maybe another 30-40 feet up, but
Hey, fly?
All right. Well, we're not in imminent danger, so I'm using my wayfinder to now fully invis myself, because greater invis would wear off in about 6 rounds or so. So I'm putting on invis. So now at this point in time, we both have about 6 minutes before I need to like refresh our invisibility.
Okay.
Well, technically Christian would have a little bit longer, but I have a little bit less, so.
You have 5 minutes.
But I would get like a few rounds, so technically of greater invis, so it'd be like 5.5, but.
This is the same 5 minutes ago. I was at 9.
Anyways, I mean, we'll have essentially around 20 minutes in total. And yeah, but I guess we together kind of start flying up to the peak that we see 30 feet above us.
Yeah, you guys can fly up to it. What are you doing? You just want to look? You want to get to the very top of the peak and then like look down, or describe what you're doing to me?
Yeah, I mean, I think we're being a little cautious, so we're not just like flying right onto the peak. We're trying to like fly up and like look down and look around, because the whole plan is to go unnoticed by any creatures, and we're searching for, you know, dragon bones and scales. So, and we're being as stealthy as possible. So yeah, I think we fly up to the peak and check it out without being like right on it.
Wanted to roll stealth check, John?
Not yet. Yeah, so how far up of the peak do you want to fly above it?
Well, I mean, we need to be invisible, like we need to be able to see the ground easily, because we're looking for like bones and stuff that are presumably going to be on the ground. So, I mean, be like 30 feet above, I mean, maybe to start with.
Sure. Yeah, you fly above the peak. You can see that the peak is kind of like, it's not a pointed peak anymore. It's more like, it looks like it's been caved in, and there's like just a bunch of rocks and rubble below you.
So no like easy seeing dragon skeletons, no?
You don't see any bones or scales. You can give me perception checks at this point to see what you see a little more. You can do your take 20 if you're sitting up there for 2 minutes, but that's important to know. Because I think you have minutes.
We want to waste 2 full minutes. I mean,
I would say take.
I mean, I would think maybe we have the time to do 1 take 20, and from there on out, we know we need to be quicker. So I'd say the first one we can do a take 20, see if we can get a good idea of what direction we should be going to look, and then.
What your perception?
Plus 13. So my take 20 is a 33.
I will take 10, and then if nothing, I don't see anything, then we will go with your 20. Because I will hit 20 with my plus 10. If I see some, we don't have to, then, you know, you go for 2 minutes. If I don't see it, then we wait the 2 minutes. Make sense?
Okay.
Because there's no reason I also take 20, because I will be lower than you.
Yeah.
So, okay, I take 10. Do I see anything after then? That is 6 seconds, right?
Yes, that's only 6 seconds. Let's see. Yeah, that's enough to see, probably like it's a big open, like big peak. It's probably like 50 feet in diameter. Actually, wait, maybe it'd be almost 100 feet in diameter, so it's like huge.
But do you have low light vision as far as I remember?
Yeah, it is. I mean, you guys came in here during the day, right? So it's bright out.
Yeah, but it's like, I forget, in low light vision, like I can also just see.
Yeah, you can see twice as far as humans in low light conditions. But yeah, you notice that there seems to be maybe like a 10 by 10 roughly circular path dug through the rubble. It seems to either be done mechanically or magically. It's like a perfect like cutout. Like, so it seems like someone's dug through the rubble.
Okay, I point that out to Tay.
I guess we stealthily go check out this hole. I'll throw up a quick detect magic, see if anything is radiating from it. I'm not going to concentrate unless I see something. Oh wait, No, detect magic doesn't break invis, right? Because it's only attacking, right? So
Well,
like
is there
spells
any
that
spell?
don't.
Breaks invis, isn't that the thing though?
By raw, it's any attack spells, but I think we long ago just went with like the 2E ruling, like any spell breaks it, just to like not make it broken.
I thought it was, and that's not on my understanding. I thought it was like the spells had to be, like I don't think like a purely utility spell that's just a detection spell should break invis. I didn't know that we were going full 2E on that.
Yeah, I think we were going with anything that meets the definition of attack. So detect magic would not meet that definition. It's anything that would affect another creature.
Yeah.
So if you detect
makes
magic
sense.
and you hit a creature, I'll say it breaks. But if you're just detect magic like objects and stuff, it won't break. But yeah, you detect magic. There's no magic here.
Okay. So yeah, I think we stealthily go check out the hole.
Yeah, give me stealth checks.
Do this. And it is blind, the emerald, as I remember right?
Oh well, I didn't, but whatever.
Then
We have our plus 20 from well, is it plus 20 from invis?
If you're moving, yeah.
Yeah.
I added the plus 20.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, you fly down to the opening of this hole. Do you want to go in? You just like look down. It goes deep past your vision. I assume both of you have a max of 60 feet dark vision, but yeah. Oh, do you have dark vision, Gorg?
I'm surprised you asked me.
I know she does. I just forgot if you have it.
The only one in the party that doesn't is Felix.
Okay. So yeah, you
I'm
both can
still
see. It is pitch dark in there, so you can see in black and white 60 feet down, but then it's just fades into blackness beyond that.
I guess we're going down. That's the point, trying to find something here. Looks like this is where we have to go. Think we stealthily, carefully fly through the hole. Fly down the hole.
Basically, just a little bit above the ground, so Vet won't make any noise walking on it.
Okay.
You know, just hovering through it.
And detect magic, you're not concentrating, you're not keeping it up?
No.
I would say keep it up.
Okay, yeah. I mean, I don't really want to break my invis, but I have more invises in case I hit a creature. It'd be at least good to
I
know
think
that.
also if you see a creature, we get out. I think.
Well, I mean, it depends, right?
Yeah, you travel for about 30 seconds or so. Well, what's your move speed? Your fly speed's 60 feet around, right?
Yes.
So it would just be one round. So six seconds of flying through this hole, and you get the edge of magic with the detect magic of abjuration. I guess I don't know if I tell you that right away, but
Okay, well, I'll try to identify the effect.
sure.
Spellcraft or...
I think it's
Arcana.
spellcraft to identify an ongoing magical effect, right?
Well, it depends. If it's an item, it's spellcraft.
It's not an item.
If it's an ongoing spell, I think it's a... Oh, I don't remember
Pretty
which
sure
one
it's
it is. Yeah.
still spellcraft.
Well, Arcana does one of them. Does something.
Blah, 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 blah.
The Knowledge Arcana...
School evolves, yeah. It's not like how meant to get the school.
Oh, school, and then... Yeah, okay, and then... Spellcraft for what it is. Okay.
Yeah, for the aura strength.
Yeah, roll me a spellcraft. You can identify... Do I tell you the spell?
No.
It says identify property, so I mean close to the spell, or at least what the spell is doing, or something similar.
Yeah, you're gonna attempt to identify its probably C spellcraft. I just wonder if you need to then make a new spellcraft check. Because technically this would be the aura, right? Strength.
Yeah, I'm just reading. This skill is used to also identify the properties of magic items. Where does it talk about? I remember it said like ongoing spell effect somewhere. Well, no, maybe it is a Knowledge Arcana. Let me check.
Lingering or a magical item lingers after its original sorcerer or ultimate can...
Identify a spell effect that is in place as Knowledge Arcana at 20 plus spell level. We can use your same roll if you want, if it's the same thing.
Yeah, it is.
So yeah, you detect an alarm that is in place here. You detect like the first edge of it, because it's like a circular effect.
Alright, I'm gonna take one round to switch out a spell.
Dispel. Fucking broken archetype. Who needs to prepare when you can literally just do that?
I mean, you know.
Alright, make me
I only can
spell
do it
magic.
a set number of times a day. I need to deduct one of my... Right, down to 6 points of that. And we will try to dispel magic.
Go for it.
technically fight, but it will always... Wherever we will fight will probably always hit me. So.
Spell magic. An ongoing spell effect that is cast on a creature or object to temporarily suppress them and you choose to dispel magic. Do you get a bonus when you know the spell or something? I can't remember if that's true.
I don't see anything about that.
You must name the specific spell effect to be targeted in this way. If your caster level is equal or higher to the DC of the spell that it ends, no other spell or effects are targeted in this high enough to end the target effect.
Okay, so it would be alarm, right? She would name, and she is higher cast level of an alarm.
So yeah,
Yes.
make your caster level check, and if it's equal to higher than the DC of that spell, it ends, which should be easy because it's a level 1 spell. So you just need to hit. Oof.
That actually fails.
Yeah.
Does it?
Yeah, because it's
DC
base
11.
10 plus 1 plus the minimum int to do it, which is 0. So yeah, it'd be 11.
Hold on. Because I thought I saw something.
Well, DC equals 11 plus spellcaster level. So I guess
That's if you do a targeted dispel.
Isn't that what she's doing?
No, because she's doing. It's easier to do it if you do this targeted spell to specifically end one spell. So instead of going, because let's say level 20 caster put the alarm there, it's a lot harder to dispel if you do that way. But if you do this way, where you're saying iron risk targeting alarm, you just need to beat the spell instead of the caster.
Would you rule that because this is so fucking weird on the semantics of it, can I use my
Your arcane
where's
response?
this? No, it's I probably would have used. Did that link it?
Legalistic.
Basically, once per day, you can make a vow to yourself that grants a +4 morale bonus on any one roll you make while trying to fulfill a promise. Blah blah blah. I mean,
Little
You can really
metagamey. Declare that now.
yeah, but it's hard to declare it beforehand. Like it's because it's awkward.
It's awkward, eh? Alright, give me a D100 and pick which way you want, and if you get your preferred
anything
way.
that says here it needs to be done before the roll.
However, once per day, you can make a vow to yourself to grant +4 morale on any one roll you make while trying to fulfill Yeah, so like you have to make it on the roll. You already made the roll, so it's too late now.
Well, I mean, I forgot. Okay, whatever. Fine.
I don't know. I feel like if it usually will say like before roll.
Because it says you make. If it said you made, then maybe, but...
Yeah, it's just a new thing I have, and it's hard to, like... I haven't figured out perfectly how to use it, so it's just...
So which way are you going?
I don't know, high is good, I guess.
Ooh. Alright, we'll say you remembered to do that before. The detect magic sees the abjuration magic fall away. Pew.
Yeah.
Alright. Yeah, I guess we keep going.
Yeah.
Yeah, you fly a little bit more and you kind of are spit out into this area that I'll bring you to.
Oh no.
You can be at whatever height you want, but you're kind of spit out in this direction.
I don't like the fact you have a map for this. Did you just make the map, John? Or...
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't know you were going to do this today. So, you guys can see, I don't know what you individually can see. Let me check.
I can see this. Is that like painting? Or...
Yeah, these are some sort of
ground.
painting in the ground. I just want to pause it and make sure you don't move yet. Because you guys are whatever height you want to be flying up, but you can see light from the hole that has been made is lighting up this area because you can see color, but everywhere else is kind of black and white, indicating dark vision.
How long has it been since with the base you did to like?
Well, it only took us like 2 rounds basically to get through there, so it's literally been like less than a minute, like thematically, since like we got here, basically.
Yeah, you both. What's up?
How tall is it to the ceiling?
I was saying you kind of got spit out in the middle. So you're high, you're flying, so you're like above this floor. So you are coming from the ceiling pretty much. So downwards you can estimate is probably, I don't know, 100 feet down.
Okay. I would say let's stay at this height and like move closer.
Yeah, but before you move anywhere, I just want to say you can see there are bunch of bones and different colored scales scattered in the middle there.
Yeah,
Okay.
but I'm wondering what else is down here.
Yeah, I can unpause and you guys can say you're basically at a height of 100 feet, but you are where you are on the map.
Then, yeah. We're just staying close together, basically, so she can always just touch me. In worst case, now we need to fucking book
God,
it.
it's very laggy.
Yeah, probably because it's so big. When we get here, I can see this better. Tay, do you know anything about this?
Sorry, I'm having like issues with my character here. It's just like lagging.
Yeah, so that's why
yeah,
I'm
I
just
mean, any knowledge check on what this is, or?
It's all just seems to be some mosaic painting or something on the floor that's been made. I don't know what you want to try to identify about
any
it.
like history, legends about this mosaic, basically.
No, that's not some recognizable thing or anything.
I mean, I think we should just stay towards the edge here, not go too much farther in, and like if we can see like bones and scales within reach, I think we just try to like.
Well, you're 100 feet up still, unless you want to go down. You didn't tell me you're going down yet.
Well, we haven't yet, but I guess we would start going down. I'm gonna perception.
Sure, perception check.
God, my rolls are low right now.
I mean, I will take 10. You know.
Yeah, I guess I would just take 10 too. That was stupid to roll, but.
Sure.
If you got an imminent danger.
23.
Yeah, you can see a bunch of different colored scales, blue, white, black, green, red, scattered amongst bones, bigger bones, smaller bones, all
Is there
types
anything
of.
that's like near here?
What do you mean anything? Like what do you mean?
Like
Yeah, he
any
said they're
bones-
scattered. They're scattered all around, but we have to like head down. So
Yeah.
let's say we cautiously go about 60 feet down and see if anything happens or changes.
60 feet down, so you're 40 feet from the floor. Nothing seems to change.
Okay. I think the next round we go all the way down, but like hover right above the floor. Don't touch the ground yet.
I would say like, so I have reach, right? I can reach something that is 10 feet below me as well, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Then stay at 10 feet above.
Okay.
Yeah, if you can pick stuff up from there, sure. If we're worried about touching the ground, I'd say grab multitude of scales if you can, like multicolors, if you're able to.
Can I see a bone that would like be useful for me for this effort as well?
So
I'm
yeah,
guessing I'd
like
be
if you're looking
thumbs
around, yeah, like what are you looking for? You can see like there's like huge, like there's like probably amongst the pile of bones, there's like a big dragon skull. There's tailbone, spines.
For an effigy about like this size or so, right?
I mean, the dragons are big, right? So I'm just trying to think like what bones would be that
It's
small.
supposed to be an amulet, so like you could look for like a tooth.
Yeah, there's in the skull you can see there's like there's a few teeth left in it. The skulls though are specifically there's like one you can see kind of poking out that's like with a take 10. What's your take 10 perception?
23 is the highest for us.
Oh, both of you have the same bonus? Okay.
No,
So
he's 20, but I'm 23.
Oh, okay.
And I'm just going to be kind of hovering and perceiving while I let him grab stuff as
Sure.
we're like
So-
midair.
Yeah, so you can notice one over here. I don't know why my ping is like broken. But you notice one like right here.
Okay.
In the center.
Where I'm moving you see my thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's in
Yeah.
like these 4 squares here. No.
Okay.
Where
Okay.
I'm pointing to. Yeah.
Oh, okay, so over here.
Yes, there.
Okay, and that's the closest bone that would work for this effigy?
That's a skull with teeth. I don't know what else you're looking for. You can find like spines and tail bones and stuff. I don't know what you want to use. You
Is
could
there
use
a claw?
yeah, there's a claw over here. Like kind of sticking out. You could use like a claw yeah, it's like in this
Closer.
area.
Okay. Stay here, because if something happens, only one of us should die.
Okay.
I'm gonna also myself cast Detect Magic Gun,
Okay.
and then I will slowly make my way over to where the claw is.
I'd assume, Tay, you weren't keeping your detect magic up still, but are you doing that again here, I guess?
I mean, yeah, I would have, like, since we found one alarm spell, I would have put it back up.
Alright, before you move then, I'll just say you detect magic in a, 60-foot cone?
Yes.
Yeah, you detect, like, from all these bones, like, faint necromancy, just, like, lingering in this whole area.
Can I try to identify what the effect was?
Sure.
So Knowledge Arcana?
Yeah. Yeah, so there's no active spell, but you can tell that like there must have been some undead magic performed here at some point because the aura is still lingering, so it must have been a powerful spell or a weak spell that was performed just moments before you got in here. But it's like a faint lingering aura.
Spellcraft and to get the level of the spell, right?
I think
Well, at
if
least
someone
the
can put
aura.
it, and I can scroll back up. Detect magic. Lingering auras. A magical aura lingers after the original source dissipates in the case of a spell, or is destroyed in the case of a magic item. If detect magic is cast directed at such location, a spell indicates the aura's strength, how long the aura lingers, and its original power. I don't think you get anything about what spell it was.
No, but still, like, getting an idea of, like, the strength of it is helpful in a way, you know?
Yeah, I would get what its original strength was, so I would know if it's like, if it was like a really, well, I guess.
If it's overwhelming for some, we know fucking deity level shit is here and fucking get.
Oh yeah, it does have the original
fucking
strength.
with a god.
Then you would get strong.
Okay.
Original.
Well, again, it would have to be spellcraft check, but thank you, John.
My bonus is the same, so.
But yeah. Okay, so strong. And then you said lingering, that means, yeah, it's been like within like...
So it's been like a long time or quite a while since this was done, so.
Well, within like 10 minutes to an hour. Because that is the duration of lingering always 1d6 times 10 minutes for strong.
Whatever. I would just go grab your shit and let's go.
Okay, I will slowly approach, John.
Yeah, which one are you going for? The claw?
The claw is closer.
Sure.
Also,
move.
well, okay. Before I do this, I will pick up some. Do the scales also radiate necromancy?
I don't know if you can tell, but like this whole area is just radiating this aura. It's just coming from this whole area. It's not like radiating from specific
I will
objects.
pick up some scales first where we are, because there probably are some just on the floor here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, pick up like I don't know, a good handful of scale.
Yeah, you can grab a handful of scales, put them in a bag.
Okay. You let me know how many that is. I have big hands.
I'll have you hand them to me just in case, I have to
Yeah,
dip
like
out
I'll-
without you.
Hand you like a big ogre handful of dragon
Okay.
scales, different color.
Yeah, I'll
Does it have,
say
like,
you can have any. You can just say it's a mixed colored of like 15 scales.
Okay.
Then I will approach the claw.
Okay.
You just move me because I don't look on. It's so lucky because the map is so big. I'm guessing.
You're within reach of the claw.
Okay. Is the claw like loose or is it still like connected to the entire hand?
It's like sticking out of the bone pile, so like you can't tell, I guess. But
Well, okay. I guess I will get the actual claw, the nail of the claw.
mm-hmm.
Is what I would want.
You'll have to. It might come out easy or hard. You don't know, but it's still attached to the claw hand.
Okay. First, I'm gonna poke it.
With what, your hand?
Yeah. It's like thick and then it's like see if anything fucking happens. So I'm booking it back.
Yeah, you can poke it with your hand.
Does it come back to life? Ah!
Oh my god.
We're leaving.
Are you actually just leaving right away?
Well, I
'Cause,
would like what's happening. I mean, I would just be watching. I would see what happens. I mean,
Yeah, the bones
I'll
start
poke
to
it.
piece together in 5 different locations. I can just.
Fly
you just
back.
grab any bone off the ground as you're flying
I-
over.
Sure. I grab like some bone done as I go back.
Like, is there any bone he can just grab off the ground as we like dip the fuck out?
Well, let's roll initiative first, because as you poke it, this like triggers, and let's see what happens in order.
Oh god. For once, please.
Not bad. That's not bad.
For once, it's not a one.
It's on the higher end.
When it matters.
So
I'm
Tay,
so-
you see these dragons forming, the bones kind of assembling into these undead dragons.
Knowledge check to try to identify how deadly these things are.
Sure, it is a knowledge religion, I think. Let me double check. Yeah. No longer Knowledge Arcana, they are now undead. Very good. You both can identify these to be Lich Dragons. They're large, undead dragons. They can have different elements. What do you want to know, I guess?
Well, how many questions do I get with a 31?
31. You get 3.
And I get 1.
You get... Yeah, 1.
So I guess I want to know special abilities, attacks, and like defenses.
Special abilities. They have light fortification, so every time their sneak attack or crit, 25% chance it's negated. What was the other question?
Attacks and defenses.
Attacks, it has... it only has 10 feet reach with its bite. The rest is 5 feet, so it has a bite, 2 claws, 2 wings, and a tail slap.
Can I get a guesstimation of like how like deadly these things are? Like I don't know, have to know their exact plus to hit, but like a general range maybe?
They auto hit peasants on anything but a natural one. And they're probably
and
a little
peasant
bit...
is considered AC 10?
Yeah.
Okay, so, yeah.
I guess you said
Probably
attacks, so I'll give you
+4.
special attacks too. They obviously have breath weapons of their element.
Yeah.
My question is this: can they see in this?
They have dragon senses. Let's double check what those are.
I think that might be. Yes.
They have dark vision, blind sense, 60 feet, and that's it. So
Although, how does blind sense work if we're not touching the ground?
blind sense lets a creature notice things it cannot see, but without the precision of blind sight. The creature with blind sense usually does not need to make perception checks to notice and locate creatures within range, provided it has line of effect of the creature. Any opponent that cannot be seen has total concealment against a creature with blind sense, and blind sensing creature still has the normal mischance when attacking foes with concealment. It can just know where you are, but you still have concealment.
Because it's tremor sense, I think you would be thinking of, wouldn't you? That basically, like,
Yeah.
if you're on top ground, then they can't see you. Okay, well, yeah, but do I get my turn, John?
Well,
Yeah, you
it's
gotta-
Whitney first, I think, right? Yeah, you got initiative.
Yeah, I'm just gonna be like, right, time to go. Grab a bone. Let's go. And I'm gonna fly. I'm gonna double move. So basically, I'm trying to get right back to like the little like hole that we came down from.
Yeah, you can reach the hole in one round, full round of moving.
Yeah. That's my goal.
Way faster than me.
You have the same fly speed as me.
Well, no,
Come on.
I mean initiative.
Oh yeah. Well, you know.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Let's see, they got 50 feet of movement.
He can't see me.
They have blind sense.
60.
Is it limited to 60?
You just said 60.
Where did I say 60? It just says
That's right, you said 60.
the creature with blind sense usually does not need They locate creatures within range of its blind sense ability. Okay, what's range of its blind sense ability? Dun, 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 dun. They don't tell me what the range of their blind sense is.
Thought it was when you were reading like the dragon senses or whatever the dragon things that it said 60 in there or something.
Oh, it does, yeah. Blind sense 60 feet. True.
That's where I got 60 from. So yeah, it doesn't know I'm here.
So I mean, it could start moving in a random direction and then it might get within 60 feet, but it'll just like what direction does it randomly start moving in first?
Let's see. 4. Which is
Right,
exactly the direction of you.
Damn it!
Well, actually, it would be like on a diagonal. It'd be more like this. So I guess it commits a 50 feet movement to like here.
Yeah, makes sense to me.
Oh, exactly 60 feet from you. Notices you. What can it do?
Well, it senses something is here.
Yeah. Let's see. What is the breath weapon of the white dragon?
White, I think, is ice or cold. Breath
Well, I
weapon.
think it's more if it's line or width.
Yeah, I just need
Yeah.
to know the length of it. It will unleash a cone of cold, which is unfortunately too short to reach you.
Yeah, there's this 30-foot cone of cold.
Unfortunate. Go
I
ahead.
grab any bone that's like I can pick up, and also does the bone come inwards together with me now?
Yeah. You grab it and like
I
stow
grab
it.
some
with
piece
you.
of bone, and then I just book the fuck away.
Yeah, you use the standard action to grab. Move action, you get halfway there basically.
So yeah, like I'll specifically.
Just moving my character because I should be like over here now, right?
Sure.
And I will go like diagonally, John, so also like up.
Mm-hmm. Tay, you're assuming you're leaving?
I mean, I can cast teleport in air, right?
Yeah.
So, how far away am I from Gorg?
I'll just say he's like one movement away from you. So like 60 feet away. So you could
So-
ready your scroll for when he gets close to you and then trigger
Yeah,
that.
I'm just gonna ready my scroll to teleport us out.
Oh, yeah, right, I forgot we are moving.
Yeah, these things probably won't be able to find you since you're flying and shit. Gorg.
I get over to.
Alright, give me or where are you going back? Just to Geffen, so you don't need to just need a castle level check?
Yeah, so I mean, we're just trying to go back to. I'm assuming we would know. Like, do they? I'm assuming they
Yeah,
don't.
you
want
don't need to roll the D100, but you need to roll the caster level check.
Yes.
Come on, that one.
No, don't say that. Ooh.
Then we out, be back home. John. Jonathan.
What? Dragons level up, and you guys can get away.
What? We got what we came for. Who cares?
Okay. So I have the rank bone. John, what was the price we agreed on it would cost to make the effigy? You have that.
8,000, I think. Let me double check. Yeah, 8K market price, and then whatever your discount from crafting is, you apply that.
Okay, so now is there anything else I have to do to physically like learn this spell? I mean, that gets me the.
Well, hold on. Oh, sorry, hold on. And you also need to find a witch for the evil eye.
Right.
Sorry, Whitney, what were you saying?
I was saying, is there any like what? Do I have any idea what I need to do to like try to learn this spell? I mean, that was getting the component for it, but.
Hmm.
You need to go back to Dragon Peak Mountain.
I watched a dragon breathe its breath weapon, and I now know how to duplicate it.
True, you did see that, which will help.
I did see it.
So you're just gonna have to pay, because time's not really a huge time here. So you need to give me a, is it spellcraft or knowledge or I think it's spellcraft. Okay. Oh, it's both. You need to give me. I think you made all auto reach these, but spellcraft and knowledge arcana of 18, DC 18. It's a level 4 spell, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, DC 18.
So it's not auto, but basically I have to roll a 2.
Yeah. If you and then there's based on what your results will tell you how long it will take you to formulate this spell.
Oh, almost failed the fucking spellcraft, but got a 30 on the arcana.
Oh, yeah. Oh? Or maybe you can't take 10 on that one?
Uh,
You usually can take 10.
no, it's you
even
specifically
if there's-
can't on these.
Okay.
On the spellcraft one? Oh, okay.
Yeah, you can't take 10 on these checks, is what it says.
Ah.
You may spend. If both checks succeed, you make 1 day's progress toward completing the spell. When the days progress equal to the total number of days needed, the spell is completed. You can add it to your spell book.
So
How many days are needed?
Is it like a day per spell level or something?
Determine the total number of days of progress required to complete the spell, which is 7 times spell level.
So
Jesus.
28 days?
You're studying for a month to make this spell.
I mean, I'm kind of fine with that, because I can now use then a month to basically try and
did we-
control all losses.
Did we have like a time constraint on when we're supposed to get into the mountains for this other thing for
No.
No.
Okay.
I don't at least remember John telling us like we need to do this like within reasonable time, like don't take a year. Right, because it is the longer it takes, the more scary it is for them, basically. But
I'm just trying to think of the best way to do this. I think rolling 28 times 2 would be 56.
and I mean, so can I help her on the spellcraft check with guidance?
No, because it's how your progress was the whole day, and I think guidance lasts like a minute or something or whatever, right?
Gotcha.
So
Oh, that didn't work right.
if you click into it, you can see all the rolls.
Okay.
I'll say the nat 20s cancel out the nat 1s if you want, because if you fail by a lot, you lose days of progress. So.
Well, there's still
Okay.
2 1s then.
But I got 4 1s and 2 20s, so
Okay. So wait, let me just count the successes first. 1, 2.
I mean, technically, another thing we should be asking here is, because this might actually make a difference, does our little adventure up into the mountains give us enough experience to level up?
No.
Oh, okay.
You didn't kill anything, and the reward here is gaining your effigy component and your...
So we're not getting any experience for the shit we're doing?
You're gaining other rewards. You're gaining new spells. You're gaining components and shit.
My creativity of figuring all of this out and having all the proper spells for us to do this does not gain any experience.
Maybe. We'll determine that at the end.
Oh my god.
Over those 28 days, John,
Mm-hmm.
I will basically put up a notice that basically is, if you need custom-made magical items, Gorg is available for cheaper than they would be to buy them, and also working with the guild.
Okay. Yeah,
So.
I mean, I'll just say you learn it, but by Raw you didn't. But it's because that's from making a whole new spell. This is already an existing spell. It's just that no one has it, and you're kind of formulating it from stuff. So I'll just say you got it after a month of doing this. And you have to minus 400 gold for that. And now you have one of the few wizards with Dragon Breath spell.
Are there any custom orders over that month, John, that I end up making for some people for more money?
Just know, Whitney, I'm assuming Gore gives you those things. You have 15 casts of it. And if you want more, you gotta go find more scales. So just note somewhere you have 15 scales or whatever. Or is it consumed?
Does it? I don't think it does. I don't think it consumes the scale.
Yeah, if it's a focus, it won't. But if it's a material component, it does.
Oh, it does say material,
Yeah,
so it consumes the scale every time?
Yeah.
Really?
I believe so. We can look it up. Let's double check. Material. To cast a spell, you must speak, blah, blah, gesture, and manipulate the material components. Additionally, you must concentrate, blah, blah. A material component consists of one or more physical substances or objects that are annihilated by the spell energies in the casting process. Unless a cost is given for a material component, the cost is negligible. Don't bother to keep track of material components with negligible cost. Assume you'll have all you need as long as you have your spell component pouch. So we're saying that this component is quote-unquote a high-value item, but you have 15 of it.
Because more like there just aren't more dragons left.
Yeah. So you got 15 castings.
Cool.
But I mean, we just at one point get.
Oh my god, my character is so powerful. I only have 15 spell casts of this one spell that's not even that good. Who cares?
At 9th level, get teleport straight back into the cave, grab up some more, and leave.
Oh, yeah, it's so difficult to get more casting of this spell. Oh, God forbid. You have to expend a 5th level spell one time randomly. Ugh, imagine.
Alright.
God,
I'm done. I'm done. What orders does people come for me?
Yeah, you'll get 5 orders.
I'm making a 45% discount, so I will like.
Yeah, you're charging a margin, right? You're not going to give them to it at cost.
I will say 30% discount of market price is what I will
30% discount on the market price. Okay. And then I guess you have to tell me how long it takes you to make these items, right? Because it might take you. Okay. So you get one. All right. So you get one request, which is a Cloak of Res +2.
That is 4,000 gold. Let me just do.
Yeah, 4,000 gold for that.
So with mine on, that takes me 2 days. I need to do so 1,800 there. That's 1,000 gold for me. I'll just add them to myself here over like each order. Okay, yeah. So that's one that takes 2 days. So 26 to left.
Yeah, you get an order for a glove of storing, which is 10,000 market price value.
Quick question. When he ups my headband to a +2, how should I roll to see where the skill ranks end up going? Or
if he made it, you can choose. Yeah, you can tell him which one you want.
Okay.
That's 2,000. That one takes me 5 days.
And the last
gain a profit of 2,500 gold. That is what smart.
And then the last request you'll get is a Ring of Invisibility for 20k market price.
9. That takes me 9 days, and I gain a profit of 5,000.
And then the rest of the days there won't be anything worth.
Yeah,
your
that'll
time
just be me working with the guild then.
Well, I assume you want to spend some of the time maybe finding a witch for your spell here.
I mean, basically, I will do like I always do. I will spend half the time making shit because I can only work 8 hours a day, anyways. And depending on what the guild wants, it comes into. It's what was it that I +1 was it that I was working for in one?
Sorry, what was that? +1 for what?
It was like I can work for the guild, basically making them some like common stuff.
Uh-huh.
How much was it that I got from doing that, John?
Oh, how much wage they offered you?
Yeah, because it was like I think was it magical items I made for them?
Yeah, I'm just
I think it was like
looking.
+1 gear. Yeah, I don't remember how much I got either. It wasn't like a shitload. I know that.
Yeah, I'm not sure how much they offered you, but I'll just look up how much a skilled craftsman wages.
I mean, there's a difference between a skilled craftsman when it comes to mundane stuff and magical items.
Yeah, I'm
Because I
looking
think that was
like
the
if you want, yeah. Da, 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 da.
Department that says like they gave me 300 gold per sword I made. Well, that I might be making that number up, but that feels right, or sounds right rather.
For making +1 weapons.
Yeah, that was like basically because the thing is just they're giving me the gold that it will cost me to craft, and then I just basically get a labor cost that was 300. I think that's what it was.
All right, yeah, I'm fine with that. So yeah, they'll ask you to make 10 +1 swords if you have the time for it.
Yeah, that takes me 10 days. That's 3,000, so that's okay. I'm good funds. Okay, so I have over those 10 days, John. In the evening, I will try and look up maybe hearing with the guild, people are aware, going to library and stuff like about a witch, a fairly
Well,
high level
specifically,
witch.
yeah, you need a level 8 witch, which is
Yeah.
not a common occurrence. You will
Nope.
quickly find out the queen is a level 18 witch if you want to go ask her, but I don't know if she'd want to do that for you.
I'm trying to. I don't. How much money do I have right now? Right now, I have 12,000 gold. Is there anything I could make with me? Peter Queen would be fine for like. How much time would I need from this witch?
Um, that's what I'm trying to think of. Because if it's like a substantial amount of time, the queen's not going to sit there and help
Yeah,
you do
then
this.
no gift I can prepare will probably be fine with that. But if it's like not that much, like a few minutes a day, then maybe.
I'm going to say they're going to have to be with you throughout the whole crafting process to like imbue
So
the magic.
4 days.
Yeah.
Okay, the queen is out of the order then. There's no
Yeah.
gift I can prepare currently that the queen will give me 4 days at a time.
Yeah, no, she's
Or,
busy.
well, more specifically, 8 hours for 4 days at a time.
Yeah, let me think about that while we take a quick break. I gotta switch over laundry, so I will be right back.
Yep.
And we can take a quick break, use the washroom, get some drinks.
I'm at least glad. I made some money now. I've contemplating
We are back.
getting a belt of plus con and strength.
For future reference, if I ever tell you again I'm looking to trade spells and I'm willing to trade anything in my spell book, it excludes the Dragon's Breath spell.
I was gonna say, if you ever do that again, that will be a top, like, they'll
That
want
would
that.
have to be like they are giving me. That's like not going to be a fair trade, like a
That's
one-to-one
gonna be
trade.
money.
Like, yeah,
Mhm.
that one is one they're going to have to sell me on a good trade for. That is not going to be something I.
Now you have a way
willingly
to earn
trade
money,
out.
Tay. You sell that spell.
Yeah, but it's you know, she's
I don't know.
she's got a little pride with this spell. She's not going to sell it to just anyone.
That's what I'm saying. 5,000 gold. Or 10. You know, something insane. Some wizard would be willing. But I'm trying to think if I. What's better? Doing. I mean, I could do. I could do +4 strength, +2 con. That would round me up to. Oh. Yeah, right. That's bad. That's actually insanely much. Okay. Because I need to also remember this. Blah 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 blah. For abilities is an attack bonus are not similar to each other. Okay, but this would be similar, they're all statties. So that doesn't matter, okay. But yeah, ability bonus, it would be 2 times, that's yeah, 4,000. And then it'll be 4. Done. How would you? Well, actually, no. This I have to kind of say. What is the name of the item that gives like plus that to all your physical attribute? It has a name, right?
Oh, I think it's like physical perfection or something like that.
Yeah. Okay, the +2 version is 16. But I don't really need the dex as it wouldn't give me more AC. So... Is there a... no, yeah, and if it's just 2 of them, it just like calls like +2 strength and X, right?
Wait, what do you mean?
Like, it doesn't have a specific name if it's just like +2 strength and con, right? It's called a belt of +2 strength and con, right?
That I don't know what the name of it is. I think it has a name.
Think so? Belt slots. Belt strong, cold dex, mighty strength, physical might. That might be it.
Hmm.
That's the
Yeah,
+2 to
physical
any
might.
stat, and then like physical prowess or something is plus to all 3.
That's perfection.
There we go.
Okay, so it's this one I want. Physical might. And I can get +2 to con and strength, which I think I want. My dex is only fine if going like up. Yeah, I can get +1 to my reflexes. That's nice, but I don't get more
And
AC.
initiative.
Add initiative, yeah. But I don't. What is the cost difference? $7,200 compared to. Well, I mean, I can always just change it later if I want to. That's the thing. But just paying the difference and adding the last stat. I'll take away. So 5 days being used to make myself a better belt. A belt of physical might. Yeah. I'll sell my old drunkard's belt gun.
What's that?
The drunkard's belt. I'll sell. I'll ask first in the guild if there's anybody that wants it there. Basically, it allows you to drink potions as a move action.
Yes. You can get 65% of its market price value. Sell it.
Yeah, because it's custom made, so I would say like, at least more than like half and stuff like that. 65%?
Yeah.
Okay, it's 2,000 for the market price, so that puts it at. I'm too tired. 2,000 times 65, 1,300 gold. Yeah. Do you want me to delete it from my sheet or give it to put it somewhere?
Yeah, don't delete it yet. Let me take a look.
I just have it on my sheet. Yeah. Like, I still have it on a Gork's items. But, yeah.
Okay, you can delete it now if you want. Or do whatever you want with it. I just saved a copy of it.
In case you ever want to use it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a cool item. It's like a wondrous thing.
Alright, so you can find 2 witches that will do this for you in exchange for something from you.
Okay.
The first witch you find wants you to... this needs to be done within the next few days, basically. She wants the blood of a recently deceased wizard. That there's a funeral being held in town. So you need to somehow get a vial of his blood. Or...
That sounds like the town's gonna hate me.
well, do it secretly. Or another witch will just want a skull of a dead scholar. So you just have to go some tomb raiding, dig up a grave of a scholar, and bring her the skull of it.
Hey, are you off for tomb raiding? You kind of already done that.
I have questionable morals. I'll tomb raid.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, there are plenty of dead scholars in Geffen Cemetery.
Is it a specific scholar or just any
No,
scholar?
any scholar you can find.
Where is the Geffen Cemetery?
That's a good question. Where would it be?
And how, like, guarded or, like, observed is it?
I'll say the religious section takes care of it, so it'd be within like the community, the garden area, that green patch on the map.
Okay.
It will be like standardly guarded because some people are buried with their valuables and stuff like that. So it'll be like a typical like guard crew, 10 to 15 guards monitor the area.
10 to 15, Jesus, that's standard?
Yeah.
Standing, flaming king, ghost person, holy. there any Skull of Esperon that was like kind of a shit? like
Yeah,
kind of a
you can
bad
find
person,
someone
like-
that wasn't very well liked. It's kind of like an arrogant kind of person in life.
Well, it's like he dies like good riddance, you know?
Yeah. He wasn't like an evil person, but he wasn't like a very nice person.
It wasn't really was like, oh, I'm so
So
sad.
is
It's like,
everyone buried in the standard, like buried in the ground type tombs, or like how are these? Is this like people have more of like the, like sarcophagus type things that you would just open up?
Yeah,
and
it's a
get its skull out?
mix. It's depending on how people prefer, but yeah, there's mostly like a mausoleum type style, catacomb, underground catacomb section, and there's like flat out grave sites. If you're looking for the particular person who wasn't well liked that you come across in some history book, he is in the catacombs. So his bones would be found in a marked little section and in a sarcophagus or whatever in some area.
And I'm assuming the guards are just sort of like patrolling like around the edges. They're not like down in like catacombs and stuff.
No.
So basically, you just have to get past the guards, and then you're probably okay.
Yeah.
I feel like this is something that frickin' Gerald would be helpful with.
Yeah, maybe this is something you want to wait for Gerald for, or...
could have been potential that maybe something will attack us in the catacombs, right?
There's probably nothing that will attack you. There might be traps or something to prevent grave robbers, but...
Yeah, I feel like this is something we want Gerald for, because the only ways I could guarantee sneaking past guards are magic oriented, but we may want to suspect that the guards in Geffen will have some sort of, you know, something to be able to see through like magic invisibilities and stuff, because it's like the fucking magic city, right? Like if they're a decent guard, they're gonna have like the ability to sense invisible creatures in some way.
That's the problem. Was like asking, "Hey, can I visit?" But if they were like people go down there and find out there's only a skull missing, I'll probably get questioned about that. I mean, what are the chances someone's gonna visit that guy's tomb
True.
Mm.
and open his, you know, sarcophagus and see like, "Hey, is he missing a skull?" But sure. Yeah.
But again, like traps and stuff. So again, I feel like
Yeah,
it may be
yeah,
worthwhile to wait for him for this,
You are right. You are right.
unless you want to just figure out how to get the blood of the other person.
True. So
That
yeah,
just seems to be a bit more of like. That sounds harder.
I mean, I guess it depends on how they do funerals, right? Is it like a funeral where people get to go up to the casket and like pay respects?
yeah.
So you just have to find some.
Well,
at
go
that
up with a
point,
syringe.
I think it's too late, though. I would
Just-
guess
just
be
slide
embalmed
of-
by them, no? Don't they like drain the blood of people they bury, even in this day and age?
When did they figure out that practice? I don't know. Let's find out. Embalming around 3200 BC. So yeah, I guess that is done.
Yeah.
So then, where are bodies even at, like before this happens? I'm guessing probably in like the cleric-y area, holy area too, or would there be a specific place that like
Yeah.
takes care of that?
I would say that would be a morgue. Currently, we're still in the age of morgues. So that would be the what? The body collector?
Yeah, so there will be a morgue, and you'll need to do this before the funeral, obviously, or before they're embalmed. And she would give you when that day is, so you just would have to do it before then. Should be the next few
you
days.
could potentially do in this, you know?
Yeah,
Go in
that's
in
more
there.
likely to be able to get through with Invis to a place like that. My character actually is decent at like sleight of hand too, because I like to play pranks.
Attacking a actual dead corpse. to draw blood from it. Would that break Invis?
Yeah,
Ah,
I mean, it wouldn't break greater invis.
sure.
no.
All right, well, let's just explore this. So if I go and do some recon on this morgue place, like what can I find out? Like what
There's
kind of
usually a few staff in there. It's just a typical building.
at night, like
There's no
I
guards or
guess-
anything. Besides, like the typical town guard that patrol around,
yeah.
but there's no like specific guards stationed at the morgue.
Okay, so do we have identifying features for this particular person or body?
Yeah, they'll let you know which like tray or whatever they're in, and I think they put like a tag around them with their name. So yeah, they'll give you their name and everything so you can identify them.
So why don't I just try to sneak in the middle of the night? I mean, I doubt there's anyone here in the middle of the night.
That might be, but
Maybe, but whatever.
it isn't the most likely shit.
Let's go just check it out. Let's wing it, middle of the night.
You go check it out in the middle of the night in Viz or whatever.
Yeah, I'm gonna have regular invis on me, and I'm just gonna go scout out the building to start with.
Like just the outside of it, or you want to actually try to get inside, or
I don't know if I'm lagging or you're lagging.
maybe I like. Are you just scouting the perimeter of the building, or are you trying to go
Yeah,
inside?
for starters, I'm just scouting the perimeter of the building.
Yeah, it's a small. It's near the keep. It's like in this area, but it's just like a
Okay.
small one-story building. It has like a little entranceway, and then it opens up into a bigger, kind of like. So it's like a little entranceway, and then it's like an L-shaped building, basically. There is a back door and a front door.
Okay, so if I scout around the building, do I see any lights on inside or any movement that makes it seem like there's someone currently there doing stuff?
Yeah, you're here late, and there's someone here working late or something. You see there's a window into the actual area where they're embalming people, and you can like see the light on and stuff.
Okay, do I see the person?
The person you're looking for, or the person working?
The person working.
Yeah, it is a young human female. By young, I mean like early 20s, mid 20s. She's in like a lab coat and stuff and doing stuff.
Okay, I'm just checking out a spell here.
Finger of death.
No. I'm trying to see. Am I in close range to her? So
You could be.
25 feet. Okay. So I'm gonna greater invis myself before I get too close.
Okay.
And then get close enough that I'm in close range of her. I'm assuming I'm still outside though.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you have any way to silence your greater invis? Because it's like quiet out. There's nothing like how close do you want to be when you cast that? Because you're gonna just be like casting a spell out of nowhere.
I mean, I would try to find some like random alleyway or something where I could like cast a spell and it not.
Okay. Yeah, you find an alleyway that's because it only lasts for you 7 rounds, right?
7 rounds, yeah.
So how many
Bump it up to
rounds
9.
away? What's that? Oh, if you upcast it. What?
Your arcane reservoir, right? You can make it more powerful, but make it last 9 rounds instead of only 7.
Yeah, but I don't think it's that big of a deal for this. to
Well,
be
how many
honest.
I mean,
rounds
is there
away do you
reason
want to
not
be?
to?
I'll go like 3 rounds away.
Okay, so you go 3 rounds away, cast Greater Invis, burn 3 rounds, and now you're at the window. Is that the
Oh
intention?
wait, so I guess no. So I'd have to do like 2 rounds away, because, well, no, because yeah, it'd be 3 rounds away. I cast the Greater Invis. It takes me 3 rounds to get there. Round 4, now in Greater Invis, I'm going to attempt to cast Suggestion at her with an upcast, and my suggestion is just that you should leave and head home right now. You're tired. You should go home right now.
You deserve a day off.
Limited to a sentence or 2, which you did. The suggestion must be worded in such a manner to make the activity sound reasonable. It is reasonable. It's late. Asking you to do something obviously harmful. It's not. Okay. Yeah, that's fair.
DC 22.
A very reasonable suggestion causes save to be made with a penalty, such as -1 or -2. DC 22 without that? Yeah, you cast suggestion, and this suggestion out of thin air to this person. She kind of blinks a few times, yawns, and starts gathering her things and starts heading out.
Okay. Once she is out of the building, I am dimensionally... Well, first I would have detected magic to make sure there was, like, no alarm spells or anything that I need to worry about.
No magic.
Okay. So I'm going to dimensional slide into the building, because I can dimensional slide anywhere I can see.
Okay.
So I dimensional slide in. And stealthily look for this person's body and try to get some blood. And I'll re-invis with my Wayfinder, since it doesn't need me to make a casting. I'll re-invis with it when my Greater Invis is about to wear off.
You just need to concentrate on your Wayfinder.
So, I should have mentioned this before, but this is clearly... You're not directly doing it, but this... You're high-level spellcaster, you can know the spell. This is an evil spell, so you're aiding in an evil action, just so you know. Do you care about that or no?
What spell? Do I know what spell specifically it is?
Out of character, you should.
I assumed this was just the one where you drink the blood and learn a spell.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't care. I feel like that's fair game. Like, I
Sure.
don't feel like that should be an evil descriptor spell, unless you are the person that physically causes their death. Then, yes, that's evil to just kill people.
You're like stealing their spells against their consent.
I mean, they're dead. I think that's a gray area. They are no longer, when they're dead, they are considered an object. Do objects have consent? I don't know. The gray area, I don't feel bad.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just saying for like your mechanical alignment purposes. Just something that...
Yeah, my alignment is chaotic neutral. I don't care.
Then it comes into, does Gork know what this is for?
Probably not.
Unless you passed a knowledge arcana check, you could...
You'll give it a try? Because, I mean, I am technically good, so... knowledge arcana, it will be done untrained.
Yeah, you're not too sure what
Like
the
that.
spell is that could do this. But yeah, you can sneak in, undo the tray, pull this old wizard out, and take a pint of his blood.
Yeah. I will gather the blood.
Where this becomes an issue is the spell she's wanting is like some very powerful spell that's gonna doom the entire city.
No, it's a level 2 spell. It's not...
Yeah, like, I don't even understand why this person is going about these means to get a spell, but whatever, you know.
Maybe he
It's
knows
a spell they need.
because you get to pick a spell they knew. Maybe this guy knew some crazy shit.
It's a
This is
custom-made
this is making me tempted to take 2 pints of blood here. You're just influencing me to want to know what the fuck this guy's got.
You can, but I would take that more heavily considered on your alignment if you directly participate in this.
I mean, I am chaotic neutral. Like,
You'll probably be chaotic evil after this. If you want to take a pint of blood as well.
I'm intrigued, but not
You
that
don't even know
intrigued.
this spell yet, though, but you could learn it. It's a Wizard 2 spell.
No.
You can even learn it from the witch. Oh wait, she can't teach you, I don't think, right? Because the familiar knows it. Anyway. Are you taking a pint of blood as well, or no?
No, I'm just getting the pint of blood for Gorgon. Then I will dimensional
Well, it's not
slide
for
back
me, it's
out
for
of the
Witch.
building. Well, yeah, I know, but for you, for the witch.
You sure you don't want to take a pint of blood?
What is this fucking Lucifer dangling the apple towards Eve?
I just want to make sure before you leave.
1, 2, 3, catch.
I'm a
the-
Dalek worshiper, though, so maybe I'm starting to get intrigued and I'm curious, and maybe I grasp my Dalek amulet or whatever I have, my holy symbol, and I'm like, Dalek, should I do it?
You won't get a response.
Damn it.
I'm not gonna make that decision for you.
I'm curious. I just didn't know if what Dalek's view on
Here,
it would be.
Dalek is also about fate, right?
No.
Dalek is like trickery,
Oh no, yeah.
some other stuff. I don't remember exactly all of it. What is Dalek? Let's look. Pantheon. Pantheon. Scroll up. Dalek is a god of trickery. Trickery, luck, charm.
So some of them are working, some of them aren't. I can't go to the gods table yet.
Nah, I'm not. I'm curious. I might like be curious enough to go with Gorg when he talks to the witch and be like, "What spell are you learning from this?" Like, I'm just like, why are you going through these means to learn this spell? Like, I need to know what the spell is. But I don't think I'm curious enough to take this person's blood and do it myself.
What gods? Isn't there one that's about fate?
Yeah.
It's Avarice, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's how it's
I think so. Alright, yeah,
Okay.
you get the pint of blood and you bring it to Gorg. And you guys are gonna go together to bring it to the witch, or?
Yeah.
Sure.
Then it will just be if she wants me to craft the item at her place or at ours.
Whatever you want. If you bring her the pint of blood and verifies it's from the person she wants, she'll
It's her
help you.
time, so I decide.
She'll,
It is just I will be clanking for 8 hours. So does she want it at her door or?
she'll do it at your place, wherever you're crafting the item more comfortably.
And it will be at her home.
At some point during the crafting when he doesn't actively need her, I will like just in private when like Gorg's not in earshot be like, what spell were you trying to get from him?
Also,
I'm just curious.
Give me a
and
diplomacy check.
It made me tempted to want to take some of his blood myself, just to know what he knew that you care so much about.
What was that, Christian?
the upkeep on the house.
Yeah, at the end of this month, you guys will have to pay your upkeep cost.
Yeah, and it's been a month because that's how long it takes for a player to learn the dragon glyph thing.
My diplomacy is horrible. Oh.
300 gold.
I will just pay that out of pocket.
Yeah, she kind of just says he knew a great number of spells of 7th circle that I wanted to take a look at and learn.
Oh, is it actually the 7th circle of the 2nd? Mm-hmm.
And yeah, you guys can finish crafting your item.
Could you even cast 7th circle?
Maybe not yet, but I don't know.
Yep. I will minus that gold. Now I'm back to being a little bit broke. That's fine. Do you want to make the item, John?
If I make what?
Do you want to make the item given to Tay?
Oh, yes. I think I may have already... Did I already make it? I did not. Let's make it.
Because that's with when you the price, because that is 3,600. Because it isn't market price that's on it, because that's not what it was bought at.
Did you guys come up with a name you want to call this thing?
I'm not gonna call it Dragon Effigy, because that doesn't sound right. It's about giants bringing fear into them. Well, it's made of a dragon. Doom of Giants? Ah, wait. Doom nothing doing with giants, so that's not. We're into this thing.
And you grabbed a dragon claw, right, to make this?
Yeah. So it's basically it's talon. God, a good name for the thing. I honestly might just call it Dragon if it's on the nose, but I mean, it is what it is. Ancient Nightmare.
What?
Ancient Nightmare. Naming because these dragons are ancient beings, but they are long gone, right? Nightmare because the giants of the nightmare are dragons.
Okay.
So, Ancient Nightmare. I basically don't want to be like two on the nose, like something of dragon, something of giant, because like So I like the name Ancient Nightmare.
Alright. Ancient Nightmare.
And I guess you already done the cost to it, right? So it doesn't stand at 8,000, because that's
Yeah, what's the cost?
3,600
Okay.
is the value of the item. And I'm not gonna add this to my Gork items because it's not bad custom. Like it's an item that does even item giants. It's not that bad.
Targeted. Okay, I think that does it. Saving throw spell. Will save. And the DC you need to do a scale off your thing.
10 plus int. I think it was.
Yeah, what's the... Can someone give me the identifier for your int mod? Is it abilities mod? Int mod?
Add abilities dot int dot mod probably.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's at abilities.int.mod.
Alright. Yeah, so that's the DC.
Ooh, I'm about to add 22 strength, that's gonna be nice. I'm also no longer medium loaded, as I have been for the longest amount of time.
And yeah, what is your Tay? Open sheet. Oh, you're just wizard. Okay, so that should just be. Wizard. This abilities dot int mod. So that should be. That should work. Okay, and then we said that you could also use this in a different way. Close.
What do you mean in a different way?
What do I mean in a different way? Standard action, range. Touch. This one lasts.
If there's any helmets I have an interest in having. Besides, I might just make a headband of intel on wisdom to gain +1 further. You know any good helmets, Whitney? Oh, not helmets, but head slots, basically.
For what?
Yeah, like something I might want to get.
I mean, usually the most common head slot is you just get one for whatever your spellcasting stat is.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, I don't cast often, right? Even as War Priest, I usually just buff myself, so it doesn't affect much there.
I mean, doesn't it give you more, like, uses per day of fervor?
Yeah, which is why like currently that at least that one was probably, but it's more like is there anything that might better than +1 fervor? That's what I'm not sure about.
Not that I can think of. I mean, doing a wisdom headband gives you +1 fervor, gives plus to your will saves.
Not that
Gives
any
you
more.
technically more potentially more spells per day.
Alright. This is a wondrous item. It is slot neck. Da 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 da. It's identified. I think this is made. I kind of want to find a better picture for this, though. Let's see if I can find a better picture.
Yeah, I'll probably just make a headband of that. Headband off. Headband of Agility exists? That's interesting. Oh, no. Ah, okay, so it's better with flying. Okay, that's what it was.
Yeah, that's the best picture I could find. Alright, Whitney, I'm giving you this ancient nightmare. Oops.
Then my spells changed. What is this? Nope, none of my spells changed because I didn't get more.
You can test to make sure it works. I gave it actions, so it should work.
But that doesn't sound right. Oh, I didn't know actually it had that ping about the Bane stuff.
It is annoying that it, I think I can fix that.
The weapon with Jones being pulled against the turret. How long will the Bane last?
It should say in the Bane thing. Did it not come up properly?
It just says Giant's Bane and Doa blah 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 plus 2d6 extra damage, but it doesn't say a time.
Okay, hold on. Okay, this is
so-
this.
I'm guessing she needs to touch the weapon? Or can she also do that from range?
No, I put all the stuff in here. I don't know why it didn't come out. Maybe I need to put this in here as well.
That's right.
Oh yeah, there. Yeah, it says range touch. I don't know if everyone else can see that, but it says range touch.
Nope. Can you see it with me? Okay, that's the important part.
And in the info part, it says the duration, which is weird. I guess 'cause it's not like a spell. But...
I mean, the important part is just if Whitney can see that, that's, you know, all that matters. Well, her and you, of course. I don't need to see it. How long does it last on?
1 minute.
Ooh. Just out of curiosity, can he has this going on multiple things or like one target only?
No, you can keep putting on multiple things, but the minutes will deteriorate as you put
They
on.
will each have a minute, yeah. That's pretty good.
And just to be clear, the Evil Eye says range 30 feet. It's supposed to be a burst around you, which I did put in it, but it doesn't say that for some reason.
Oh, you made it a burst around her.
Yeah,
Targeting only enemies, I'm guessing?
obviously. Yeah.
I mean, it could be of target choice also. But many different ways would be. Okay, burst instead of... So you changed it a little bit. So kind of the AoE thing that I could be interested in. But it is around her, so yeah. Also, I realized why my spells didn't change with 18 wisdom. It's because it only affects my 4th level, which I won't have for like 10th level. So that's being a while.
Alright, was there anything else you guys wanted to do this session?
I don't think so.
We have prep basically. What else was on the list that we gave you last week, John?
I mean, I think this was pretty much it.
I
Just
think that was it.
like pretty much prepping for this other, you know, thing we want to go do.
But I still want to make sure of everything.
Yeah, that's all I had. Make this item versus the giants. Da-da-da. Yeah, just prepare for going to the mountains, which I think you already have the scroll of endure elements. I think you said you wanted to make winter clothing, but you don't really need it if you all have endure elements on you, but
Yeah.
if you don't want endure elements, or if you get dispelled, maybe it's good to have warm clothing. I don't know. It's up to you guys.
I mean, yeah, like I still plan on getting some warm clothes, just, you know, worst case scenario. That's insane. For some reason, I was part of us had something about potions, but I'm not sure.
I don't remember anything about any potions. At least I didn't write anything down about potions, but it's possible I didn't write something down. But I think these are the major stuff. Any small stuff can be done next time as well.
The other thing is that I think we talked about getting Oros to meet Felix specifically for like.
Oh, of Giantsbane?
Yeah, because like I think we'd like agreed like they're fairly cheap because Bane is a first level and stuff like that.
Yeah. Let her, I mean, if you have prep time, you can get her to do it, but it would be good to have the oils if you're caught by surprise and you want to do it to your own weapons. It's
Yeah,
up to you.
plus like it's still like an action from her, so you can only do one.
But yeah, if there's nothing else, we can probably end here, but unless you guys can think of anything you want to do.
Yeah, I think that's. Can you build out like make a consumable for me, John? That's what's called like oil of Giantsbane. You write better than I do.
They should have that in Compendium, no? Oil of Giantsbane.
I doubt it. Oh look.
Let's take a look.
Oil of attraction, silent, tainted, and a method. And if I do Bane.
You probably need to go into spells, do Bane or something, and then drag it over into the equipment, and it might do, like, give you the option for the potion or oil of Bane, and then you just specify that it's giant.
Yeah. So I think it was just do a potion. So basically I just wanted to be like, not all the other things that it's probably gonna do with me making Bane in here. I say if I do a potion and I hit it. Yeah, just that, which I don't need. Because I would have to meet like oil of.
Okay, I'll just make it.
Okay, then I'll stop whatever I'm doing.
Doesn't seem to work.
I forget, what was the discount we now could get at the guild? Was it 40% on like common shit?
Something like that. I'll have to look it up after I make this. Giantsbane oil. This is a consumable. Create new item.
Yeah, we definitely can't really get more prep with this. They would basically need more like time for me to try and gain money. I mean, I'll play more shit with that at this point it's taking too long.
These are single uses. Action.
It will last a minute. Also, is what we agreed on.
Activation is a standard target. Weapon range. Touch. Minimum range touch. Duration. Minutes. 1.
Then I'll guess I'll go in here in the conditional modifiers.
Miscellaneous action usage.
Yeah, it's Bane. stick. I'm guessing the damage would be untyped? Or would it just be the type of the weapon?
The 2d6
Yeah,
is just untyped damage.
untyped damage, okay. Non-critical, because it's like holy, it doesn't apply to that. There you go.
I think I... I think that's everything that needs to be programmed into
Yeah, done. If there's anything I can think of.
And how many did you want?
Depending on the discount.
I think my memory says 35%, but maybe it was 40.
I don't.
Well, depending on how many you want, they might give you a batch discount. They're normally 50 gold each. So yeah, they'll give it to you for 30 gold a piece. So how many would you want?
I'll get 10.
10, okay.
Well, no, fuck it. I'll get a dozen, so that's 12.
Alright.
And 30 gold, Joe? Or do I get a little bit more discounts instead of buying 12?
You're buying 12. So that's what 30 times 12 is what, 120, or like 30 times 12 is 360. So yeah, they'll sell it to you for 300 gold for 12.
Oh. I hand them 30 platinum. This whole thing. It's because of this weird thing when now happens whenever I do this. Okay, there we go. Okay, it doesn't say any text.
Doesn't say any text.
The description did not say. Just added the description to them.
I put it in the... Oh no, it didn't save. What the heck? Well, I'll rewrite it. It's a simple description. Ah! Stop.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna. Sorry, it did something again because I I'm finicking with the price yet, but I will stop now. You do what you need to do. Sorry.
Alright, description is in there.
Alright, good. And then this needs to be 25, and then back to 12. And then, yeah, right. This is when it gets really annoying with this shit. Is there a way? Okay, there we go. I basically changed it a bit in from the apply, John, so like it doesn't have charges in there because then it goes separate.
Sounds good.
Because
Alright.
it's really annoying.
Anything else we need to declare or do? Or
No, I believe we are good.
Alright, GG's. I'm gonna cut this stream.